This video is brought to you in proud partnership between the following. All right, folks, from Ypsilanti, Michigan, once again, this is Stephen Cleveland, your Communications Committee volunteer. I have made my way up here to Ypsilanti, Michigan, first and foremost for recurrent training, which went well, and then I promised our pilot group that I would stick around and do some more videos, like the Rainmaker series we already have up and running. This video series is going to be on Astro, also known as ePIC, and I'm doing this video series along with another person I've got in the studio with me for mostly the new folks. The reason that I wanted to do this is because I knew that when I was done with my check ride, the first thing I wanted to know was what my schedule was going to be, and there wasn't a whole lot of information out there. So this is to get you guys up to speed and disseminate the tribal knowledge of Kalitta Air quicker so that you understand and you don't feel so much like Moses released into the desert. We're going to be going over Astro ePIC, and whereas we may mention a lot of things that come out of the current collective bargaining agreement, today is the end of June 2024, the collective bargaining agreement is going to change. We're going to have LOAs and MOUs that change what we're talking about here. This is a tutorial on Astro ePIC, not on the collective bargaining agreement. All right, on that note, I'm going to welcome into the studio my guest here. Actually, I'm her guest because we're in your office, but I've brought along my portable studio, Alicia Lawrence. And Alicia Lawrence is the manager of crew resources. Alicia, welcome to the little studio in your office.
Thank you for bringing your studio to me.
Yeah, well, no problem at all. I'm going to kick off with some questions here. Actually, one that's kind of haunting the line right now. I don't think it's haunting, but we're just all wondering. It's a rumor. There are rumors that ePIC Astro is, going away, or that it's partially going away. Our company's growing rapidly, so they could be true. What do you know about this, Alicia?
So what I can tell you is that it's been here since 2017, and we have outgrown it. And the company is definitely looking for a new software program. We've talked to some of our competitors to see what they use.
Does Astro know that we're looking for
Astro
another?
does,
Yeah.
Yes.
No
they
jealousy.
Do know. No, I'm sure they're jealous.
Okay, all right.
So we are in the process of looking. We're trying to analyze everything on the market to really see what will fit the uniqueness of Kalitta Air.
And you and I talked about this before, and we're like, well, do we do these videos anyway? And we're like, by the time stuff actually gets activated and is on the line, let's just do them. And then if it expires or we get something else, then I'll go onto the YouTube channel and trash them.
Yes.
So, but the good thing is that we're doing this anyway. We're in here now. Let's talk about logging into Astro and where to go to find it. I didn't even know where to find it when I first started here. All right, you're going to go to your browser and you're going to type in the URL you're seeing here, https://pilots.kalittaair.com/astroweb/ That should take you to the splash screen where you have your login credentials. Now, we're not going to talk about login credentials in any of these videos because they will be public. Just know that if you do need a password reset, Alicia?
Password reset should come to Crew Resources. We can quickly log in on our side to your profile, click one button, reset password, send you an email with a temporary password, and then you can go on your way. Do not send help desk tickets asking for password resets. It will take a lot longer than just sending a quick email or calling.
Number. Yes. Yeah, the 800 help desk number. Do not call them. This is in-house here.
Correct.
Let's take a look at the first page here. You'll notice that on your PC or your laptop, it doesn't look quite exactly like it looks like on your smartphone or on your tablet. It's just a lot fatter and whiter, but the same graphics are there. Just imagine this a little more scrunched up horizontally, and that's exactly what you're going to be seeing on your tablet or your smartphone. Here we have the flights page. Of course, you'll know that you've logged into the correct account because you'll have your name in the top left-hand corner, and then flights for your schedule, from and to dates. And how many days do we see here on this flights page?
On the flights page, it's 5 calendar days.
Calendar days.
Calendar
Okay.
days. So
All
that's
right.
very important.
Okay. All right. And then down below, now, of course, we know that this will all be in Zulu time.
Yes.
And for those people that actually are just starting Zulu global travel, it's good that actually I think Boeing had owned this before and sold it off to somebody else. I sent an email to Boeing because it didn't include the Zulu date. And so frequently, like me, when I first started out, Mr. Knucklehead, in Incheon, I would report 24 hours early. And I will be the first to admit that I got that phone call up in my room in Anchorage. Where are you?
Yes.
But shortly after I sent the email, and of course I want to believe that I have this much soul clout, they actually changed it and updated it so it actually has the Zulu date on it now. So let's take it. Should we take
We
a
will
look
tell
at-
everyone it was you.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, but apparently I was told I was not alone, but I'm glad that they changed that. So if you do click on the flight that you've got coming up here, you've got your departure JFK and arrival in Pankridge or Anchorage. And then you've got your crew down here. Now, Steph in Cleveland, and we've signed up DeLorne and Chad for this temporary assignment. We'll notify him it's a fake assignment.
Yeah, now notice it does say non, so that means that he is not part of your operating crew.
Okay, all right. That's a deadheader.
It could be a deadheader, it could be a mechanic, a load master, any of those departments.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Now, in order to notify, we're going to go down here to the updated. Now, updated. Boy, I wish that this would appear on the splash page where all the flights are listed.
Yes.
Just so you get a cue that things have changed. But always refresh this flights page, at least like every time you land, so that you know if there's been a delay in your flight. But let's take a look. Let's click on this update tab here. And here's your chance to mark yourself notified. Of course, this is through the website because the crew resource people here don't need you to give a phone call every time something changes. Mark that notified. There is no save button here.
Right.
It just kind of automatically notices that. Sounds like
Yes.
Sounds like somebody's doing an engine run-up.
Yes, they are.
Well, okay, the hangar is right next door. So if you guys hear an engine run-up happening, that's what's going on here.
It's great when I'm on conference calls.
Yeah, so that's the way you mark yourself notified here. Okay, so one thing that Alicia might not be too familiar with, because this focuses more on the operation. Now we're running a dummy software here, so I've got this particular image saved. When you click on this View Itinerary button, what that's going to do is it's going to answer a lot of questions for you, and those questions will be pertaining to flight information. So let's take a look up here. Here's one that I just screen captured. Oh, they're done with the run-up. Yes. This is one that I screen captured from earlier in my duty last month. The crew itinerary goes over who the captain's going to be, who all the flight crew members are going to be, also the actual date that this is going to happen. The flight that's going to be occurring, departure and arrival, estimated time of arrival, and things like that. Your actual aircraft number, tail number. Now, if you do have to contact any other crew member, it's probably best just to start keying in their first initial and last name, and that'll pull up their email. But if it's an emergency or something where you really need to get in contact with them, all of their company phone numbers are listed here on the crew itinerary sheet, along with the emails, which I'd mentioned earlier. Beyond that, you have more information as to, example, where you're leaving from. So here we have DHL 747 in Jamaica, New York. So you're probably going to be going to the DHL ramp, of course. Now, this is interesting. There's an artifact. Alicia's already laughing. She sees it. There's an artifact that somehow got left over, from just data that was put in a long time. Apparently, this airplane arrived from Afghanistan. So just take this page with a little bit of a grain of salt, but you can get a lot of information off of this particular page. Also on page 2 of this report, you can find out who your fuel vendor is, catering is, and all that. So all these little links that they have, just click on the links and you'll find out more about what's going on with that particular flight. All right, Alicia, so this introduction video was probably going to be about 9 minutes or so. So we're going to sign out of this introduction video, and then we're going to hop into the next video where we're going to look over the show last 30 days and the information that can be found on that page.
Sounds great.
All right.